Hey guys, thank you for joining me. I am back today with a quick tutorial on how I made these bow paper clips. So I'm gonna show you how I made them. So I packaged them like this. These were actually for a custom order. So let's jump right ahead. I will show you what I used. So we're gonna make another one together. So I used the bow die from KS Craft on AliExpress. So the bow dies comes in three parts. So I cut these out twice, except for this part I only cut it once, but for both parts I cut it twice. And for this piece I just trimmed this border. Okay, so I cut around the stitching, so it's very easy to do, and I did it on both parts. So the bow die, you will need also a paper clip. This is a 2-inch paper clip, and I picked gold. And you will need a center, so whatever you have in your stash is fine. I'm using these gems that I recently got on AliExpress. I will link the video of my recent haul down below. So I picked two packs, one with mixed colors and one in light pink. And that's it. And then you will need also a tag or just a piece of paper and some washi to package them. That's it. Okay, so let's start. So first, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna layer the two parts of the bow. So I'm just using wet glue. The Tombow wet glue works fine for me. And it's a strong glue. I never had any issues with paper coming off or anything like that. So this is my go-to glue. I just make sure they're aligned, and I will use my bone folder to kind of press it down. We're gonna glue the second piece. So you want to make sure you put glue everywhere, because then when we are going to adhere both parts, we are gonna shape them while the glue is still wet. So you want to make sure you line them up real nice. I just press like that, and then I start shaping right away to avoid because when you layer paper and then you start shaping it, it happened to me with the first bows like that I made. The paper kind of creates some crinkling or some wrinkles or something like that. But when you shape it and the glue is still wet, it allows the paper to move around, so you don't have the small wrinkles that can happen. So you want to shape your bow while your glue is still wet. So now we're done. I'm gonna use my wet glue to adhere the bow. So I put just a small dot of glue, then I turn it around, make sure I align my borders, just like so, and then I press. I wait a couple of seconds, and I do the same on the other side. So you want to take your time with the wet glue. I'm just now trying to speed it up a little bit for the video, but you do want to take your time with the wet glue. It doesn't take much, but you don't want to rush it either. So there you go, you make sure you align your edges, and you're done. I don't worry too much about the center being perfect, because it's gonna be hidden with the gem. So I don't worry too much if there are things that are not perfectly aligned in the middle. So once we have done that, what I like to do is, before adding my hot glue, I like to cut just a very thin piece of tulle. You can also use some thread or something, but the tulle is what I have on hand, and this step is optional, but I like to do it just to make sure my bow is secured. I always have this fear that the hot glue will come off and then the whole thing will fall apart. So that is a way to keep the paper clip with the bow, but like I said, it's completely optional. So what I do is I just put it around, and I will tie a couple of knots to secure it into place. Again, this step is absolutely optional. I just want to make sure if the hot glue, I mean, it doesn't come off, but just in case something happens, because it's meant to, these bows are meant for planners, they are meant to be in your bag. So me, I'm not very delicate when I put things in my bag. I just kind of shove stuff in my bag. So there we go. Okay, so once I tie my knots, I will cut the excess off here. Just cut off the excess. And now I will add my hot glue, and I will adhere the tail of the bow so I like to add quite a good amount. Then you place you want to turn it over and center your bow, align your paper clip, and you press down. There you go. Now we're gonna add this piece for an extra security. This one is I mean, you can definitely leave it just like that with your bow. It's super cute as well, but I'm gonna add the gem. But still, it's just another security to make sure that the bow stays in place and stays adhered to your paper clip. And you want to do it on the back. So again, I'm gonna use hot glue because it's stronger. So now I'm just gonna put a small dot of glue here, and I will press it down and remove the excess so that it's not messy on the back. So hot glue is always a little bit messy, but then when you clean it up, it looks fine. There we go. And now we're gonna add the gem. So for this one, sorry, I'm just gonna, there we go. So for this one, I will add the green. It's kind of a minty green one. I think it looks good. So again, I will use my hot glue, add just a small dot of hot glue here, and adhere the piece, the gem, press it down, And we're done. Now we're gonna package them. So I just used some tags that I had in my stash. I used the bigger one. And I'm just gonna add them like this. So what I will do is just eyeball it, use my precision cutter. I will just eyeball it and say I will do it here. So I will just put the silicone mat underneath. So let me do that again. So there we go. I'm gonna eyeball it roughly here. So just eyeball it like that. That's for the first one. And for the second one, right about here. So same. And you can just put them here. I like to add a piece of washi to kind of cover up the ugly here. So I'm just gonna add a small piece of washi. If I manage to, if it's here or not, no, it wasn't, I wasn't even in the right spot. So just a small piece of washi to cover up the ugly part here and underneath. There we go. And on this one I also added like a small piece in the corners because it's, I think it's too blank here. So just like a square, small square. I don't know how long is it. I think it's 1/2 inch. And you just line it up at an angle here, kind of like a corner. You want to align the pointy part here, just like so. No, I'm not in the right spot again. Again, this is optional. I just like how it looked, so I did it. Well, I didn't line it up very well, but as you can see on this one, I don't know why I can't do it. I think my piece of washi is too big. And we're done. Here you are. So super cute. You can also like make these and add them to Happy Mail or anything else, just or for you, just for your planner or anything. I put it in a clear cello bag, and they're all ready to go. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.